despite the circumstances that brought you here.
It is an honor, Peter. Compared to what I had to endure from Žižka and Kunstadt.
I'll do my best to make your, involuntary stay no more—
Aren't you being a bit too welcoming, Sir Peter?
Just what I was thinking. Fuck that bollocks! It'd be quicker if I—
Hold your horses. He's a noble and Sigismund's right hand. If we torture him, he'll be no use to us as a hostage, and Sigismund will be out to avenge him.
That's true. Even though I'd be only too happy to settle scores with him. I gave him my word.
Why the fuck should I care about that?
When it comes down to it, the word of a nobleman is an oath before God. Even the devil must respect that.
Fuck this shit. The longer I listen—
Instead of these pathetic threats.
Shut your trap, Otto. You lost most of your men at Rabos, and the rest croaked when we took Malashov. So what do you have? A nice coat?
Do you really think Sigismund made me his chamberlain because of my soldiers? Or to have someone to take care of the—
Shut up, damn it! We're asked—
Really? And what a I am a—
This is unbelievable.
He's right, though. He is one of Sigismund.
You're buying that? When he gets here, they can yap till doomsday.
Jobst what?
Well, he has to show Sigismund our army up close.
So it's true. I couldn't believe the Margrave had finally made a move.
See? Fortune is turning her back on you people. If you help us, the Margrave will remember you for it. And we'll also let—
You're getting ahead of yourself a bit, boy. The crown is still firmly on Sigismund's head, although I expect you people have no idea of the situation Sigismund is in right now.
Oh. What situation is it?
So, a sensible person should seize every opportunity that presents itself. And I am Lord Capon.
Yes?
When you came to Trotsky, you were carrying a message with an offer of an alliance from Lords Hanush and Radzik, were you not?
Exactly.
I think it is time I gave you my answer.
a wise decision.
But suspicious.
You think I'm some villain, don't you? But I have only what is best for this country. And it appears that Sigismund is no longer what is best. The army is not getting paid, morale is poor, and the Kuttenberg miners are rebelling. So the crown is running out of silver.
I see. The butcher's on his way, so you want to flee the pit.
Naturally. And together we can even set fire.
I'm all ears.
The last straw Sigismund is grasping. If he were to lose his silver, he wouldn't be able to pay his soldiers, and would—
We're supposed to rob the
most secure place in the—
Of course. And while you're there, you can also free the lords captured. Lord Pisek, as the former Mintmaster, you must surely—
There is no way. The court—
Really? What about—
That's total madness. There might be some passageway leading there. But no, besides, they might collapse it.
But that can also happen when you try to mount a horse drunk. What's with this tunnel?
There's a whole labyrinth of tunnels under the city. You'd have to dig from inside the treasury to find the one you want. And where they all lead to—
God and—
Oh. Pardon?
Not all young noble women devote their days to him. St. James's Church owes its existence in part to the generous donations of the Rutards, and St. James's is right next.
A handy escape route from the palace, eh?
In short, you can theoretically walk directly from Rutard Palace to the Italian court.
Sure. That is, after breaking through the walls that separate the crypt from the tunnel, and the tunnel from the cellars.
By Christ.
That sounds almost too good to be true. With a bit of luck, we'll get to the cellars of the court. What then?
What do you think? The guards will come down on you and it'll all be over.
So we need someone who can help us on the inside. Someone...
What about Ulrich Val?
Most importantly, he's got the Mintmaster's key. But I wouldn't advise you to rely on the help of that
Nor would I. Couldn't your brother help us instead?
Christian. He can be hard to deal with sometimes. He'd be taking a big risk, and besides, he doesn't have... I'm afraid Vavak...
There is one other...
Oh?
Perhaps you have heard about the expected arrival here of a rare...
Who?
The very one.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Well then, a papal legate is on his way to the town directly from Rome. He's coming to adjudicate the dispute.
What's that got to do with us?
Where would he be received except at the Italian court, along with his... No one knows that.
Well, bugger me.
What? What do you mean, take their place? Are we supposed to kill them, or what?
Why not? I had a feeling you were not concerned about a few corpses.
Jesus! Get a grip, fellas!
Calm down.
Oh, St. Joseph, come...
Where will we find that legate?
He's staying in Loretz, at the village.
Good. We'll send Catherine there.
And then we'll burst in there and cause a...
Is there no other way to...
Gentlemen, the legate is a man of the cloth, like me. I could explain to him what we need.
He'll tell us to kiss his arse, more like.
Sir Hinek, never underestimate the power...
It's true, none of us would be very convincing, as it'd be better if we made him take us...
But what do we do with the...
Lock them up at the Devil's Den. One of our men...
A couple more peculiar fellas blabbering nonsense won't look out of...
All right. Let's say we get inside with the...
That's why we mustn't let him out of our sight. Godwin.
Me?
You said you spoke Italian, didn't you? If he starts squealing, you'll hold a dagger to his ribs and ask him politely...
May God look the other...
Meanwhile, the rest of us will have to deal with the guards inside. Prepare the...
That's damned risky.
No one will be expecting us. As long as we don't make a ruckus too soon, it'll all be over.
What if...
Well, we can always beat him up, like,
Hold on. I'm not going to play the...
Nobody's asking you. We'll work on the legate, so he agrees to take us...
All right.
Agreed, then. We'll try. Henry, you go to the town and squeeze anything that could help us out of Vavak.
Most importantly...
Then wait for us at Rotard Palace, where we'll set up our base.
And how are you going to get it? The palace will be closed. I don't expect you want to march through the main entrance, where everyone can see you.
That's true, milady.
There's not only a passageway to the church, but also down to the river. I know it like the back of my hand. I could show Henry the way if you like.
No offense, my lady, but...
She's coming with me. Nobody...
Do you want to get into the court?
All right, and no dawdling. You should be...
That's that, then.